Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sanja, and today we're going to be talking about your truths, your reality, how to get the reality that you want, what do you need to do, what the processes should you maybe go through your head, and how do you earn that new reality. We have all our own truths, and I think today that's one of the reasons why everyone is maybe so miserable, so angry, so one is against the other. This is the truth, no, this is the truth, no, this is the truth. These are all the lies, these are all the lies, these are the lies because this is the truth. Keep in mind, every single thing that you see in your reality is both at the same time truth and lies. Why? Because what you see as truth for someone else will be, oh, that's lies. But do you know how we see our reality? By someone telling us something, and then we repeated it enough times, or they, and then we believed it. And now it's our reality. We experience what we believe. That's why I always say change your beliefs if they're not serving you. Link down below. You can't just say, oh, this is my belief, and then just continue throughout your day. It's not going to work like that. Yes, the first step is recognizing where you are, understanding where you are, accepting where you are, accepting that the past could not have been different, accepting that the only thing you have is now, accepting, okay, not approving, accepting this is my starting point. However, don't just recognize your starting point and then don't do anything about it. People go, well, I know where, why I did wrong. I know why I have this current belief. I know why I'm behaving like this. Not all of you, but a lot of you. And then you don't do anything about it. So the first step, understand if you can, where is that coming from? Understand that even if you don't know where is that coming from, accept that this is your starting point. All of your virtues or all of your flaws, all of the things that you like, all of the things that you don't like, what you're seeing now, the things that you wish to experience more of that are not there yet, that can be your goal. But this is where you are at this moment. What you see as your flaws, what you see as your virtues, whatever that may be. Now that's starting point. The second thing is implementing the methods that you've heard, implementing the meditation, the gratitude, the affirmations, the visualizations, the scripting, the saying things out loud, I don't know, not tens of thousands of times, but hundreds of times a day, every single day, repeating it, writing it, making sure, first of all, you're clear of what you are, the goal. Second of all, everything that you can inform yourself of about that topic, whatever it is that you want to achieve. Inform yourself, get as much information as you can. I always recommend Dr. Joe Dispenza's book. Read all of them. Read all of them. I always say breaking the habit of being yourself is what changed my life. It's not his only book. Maybe you'll resonate with the other one. You'll have scientific evidence behind it. You'll have more informations that are not maybe something that you're used to. It's not something that you're going to hear on TV maybe. Or maybe you are, but 5 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, or sometime most of the people are asleep. So, we're not going to see it. Most of the, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, unless you set it your way, unless you remove what you don't want to see and put what you do want to see, but what it's going to serve you, what it's going to inform you of how to change your reality, or what is going to give you more of how to do certain things. So what's going to be serving you? What's going to make you feel better? What's going to raise your vibration? Do you know how you earn what you want? Ask yourself, do you know how you earn, whether it's the wealth, the love of your life, the joy, the whatever it is that, I don't know, house, a car, whatever it is that you want to manifest. How do you earn your manifestations? You earn them not with your degree, which again, in certain cases, yes, does help. Not in what, there's so many things that I've heard that I'm like, and you wonder why you haven't had it yet. You earn it through your attitude, through your mood. What does that mean? The vibration. Where are you on the emotional scale? Link down below if you don't know what I'm talking about. How are you feeling in this moment? People that are feeling sad, they're going to get manifest more of that. People that are angry, they're going to get, so you're going to get more of your reality is going to be more of the things that'll make you more angry. If you're sad, your reality is going to be more of the things that'll make you feel sad. If you're happy, your reality will be more of the things that'll make you happy. This is why every single person has their truths. This is why when we have our truth and we see someone else's truth, yes, it's the truth for the other person. But for someone who's standing in here can say, but that's lies. Not that I'll ever say that's lies. But this is why a lot of people are attacking each other. This is like, no, this is my truth. No, this is my truth. No, you're telling lies. No, you're telling lies. You can also see everything that we're seeing now as lies as well. For all of us, you can either see it as everyone has their own truth or everyone has their own lies. But what's gonna serve you? That's the whole point. If you're doing certain things so far, you haven't manifested the money that you want, the partner that you want, you're not joyous, you don't have the friends that you want, you're miserable, you have family members that don't appreciate you, don't value you, you get triggered off by certain things throughout the day, you don't even maybe see sometimes what's the whole point. It's the vibration that you're vibrating, which again, I'm not judging. I'm not saying any of this to offend any of you. I'm trying to let you know that you can change it. I'm trying to let you know to get information with all of my videos that you have, with Dr. Joe Dispenza, Teal Swan, Marissa Peer, Abraham Hicks. The amount of people that you have out there that'll give you the information, that you have rain pages, that you have guided meditation, that you have affirmations, that you have EFTs from Brett Yates. You have so many things to inform yourself on, to get that new mindset. So when we have 80% of the same thoughts every single day. Now, so the most of the time we're on autopilot. The reality that you're seeing right now, that you're experiencing day in, day out, is it something that you really, truly enjoy? Is it really something that you're the most of the time the happiest, most of the time so appreciative of this world, most of the time spending it with people that you love, that you adore, that you cherish each other, that the vibration is high, the love is there, the peace is there? If you're not living what you want to live, work on yourself. Don't just recognize where you are. Don't just recognize I'm sad. Don't just recognize these are my thoughts that are not serving me. That's a great place to start. Just don't stop there. You can sit 10 to 15 minutes and instead of maybe practicing being in silence, which proved to be maybe a bit challenging in the beginning, try and think of all of the things that you're grateful for. Sit, get a timer. You can write stuff down, but you can just sit in there. What are you grateful for? Thank you that I can see. Thank you that I opened my eyes today. Thank you that I still have energy to keep going, although maybe even sometimes I'm not really sure why quite yet. Thank you for this video even, for figuring it out that there is a way, for learning that I can get better, for learning that other peoples have reached their rock bottom and they have that as a success story. When I was going through certain periods in my life, not all of the time until I learned certain things, I started telling myself, this will be part of my success story. This is now not the ending. This is not going to be where I'm going to stop. This is not going to be where I'm going to surrender. This is not going to be the time when I say they won. And even if they won the battle, you know how they say maybe they won the battle but not the war? Not that I like using those words. But even if they won in that time span, does not mean that it's over. Does not mean that you lost completely. Just means that this can be your... Do you know the things that we launch when we're at our lowest? The expansion that is waiting for us every single time we have contrast, every single time we experience something we think we don't want, every time we're on that low, we're just setting the desires off. We don't have to say anything. We don't have to do anything. The situation that happened was necessary sometimes for us to set that rocket, to have that expansion. Now what happens? People stay in the contrast. You can stay in the contrast for 5 seconds. You can stay in the contrast for years and decades. This is where I'm always saying it's a decision. Now you can't just jump from sadness to happiness. I've had videos about this, again, emotional guidance scale. You're not gonna go, well, I'm sad, okay, I'll be happy now. This is why it does not work. This is why people say, well, I can't be happy when I'm angry. Of course you can't. You can in time. Once you start practicing that little steps in between emotional guidance scale, so you'll know where you are, what is your next step, what is your next step, not so that you can actually do anything to others. Like for instance, the step above on vibrational scale that is higher than, let's say, sadness, it's revenge. That does not mean you should have a revenge in this reality over someone, but you can even sit with yourself for a minute, for two, and just have it in your head. Don't ever harm anyone. Don't ever do something bad to others. Don't ever take it out on others. But be there and sit with that emotion, knowing what is above it. So I really suggest, you can even Google it. Google emotional guidance scale. See the scale, see where you are. From that moment onwards, see what is your next step. What is the next emotion that you should feel? You can't go from sadness, from anger, from revenge to happiness. However, once you learn that and you've done it enough times, and it's not gonna, for me, it didn't seem like a long time. Once again, you come back to that sadness level, that anger level, you'll recognize it and you say, first of all, I don't want to stay here. I don't like this feeling. I recognize that this is a contrast. I recognize there's an expansion waiting for me because of this. This is not where I want to stay. You'll soon go through not even thinking about the revenge, the whatnot. You'll still go through those emotions and you'll go back to being happy again, being in peace again, being in joy again. No one says you're never going to get triggered again. No one says you'll never reach the sadness level again. No one says you'll never get contrasts again. The whole point of this is, if you're sad, to be sad the smallest amount of time, to go back to being happy again, with stuff that you have to go in between. Not the huge jump, but step by step, I'm there again. Then you go back down again, then you go back up again. Where are you gonna stay the most in a day, in a week, in a year? That's how you create. You don't get the manifestation, oh, I feel sad now I'm gonna get it. It takes time. That's why manifestations always take time. Because if you, I don't know, I remember when I was watching the The Secret, yeah, for the first time. And there was a guy that saw an elephant somewhere, and he was like thinking, yeah, you know, the manifestation of the elephant. And then the elephant, as soon as he thought of elephant, was there in his room, and he started pooping everywhere and started knocking things out, and it was like, oh no. So it's not the point, it isn't as soon as you think about it to manifest it. You'll manifest it when you are aligned with it. For some people, it'll take 5 minutes. For some people, it'll take 2, 3, 5, 4, 7 days. For some people, it'll take months. There's a lot of the things that you've been carrying around with you, a lot of the beliefs that are not even yours, that have been from one generation to the next. You know, I know there's some people that think, oh, and you know, it's too good to be true. You know what Abraham said to that? If it's too good, then it is true. We have all these beliefs that are not even serving us. We have this, also what we have is protection mechanisms that we've developed while we were growing up. And maybe they were serving us when we were younger, but they're not serving us anymore. You can go deeply into, asking yourself, I'm really curious to know, I'm really curious to know, where is this coming from? Let's say, why am I experiencing lack in this moment? What is this protecting me from? What happened in my past that I'm not manifesting now? It could be, I don't know, let's say even if you're in school, if you're an overachiever, maybe when you were younger, your parents would shout at you if you didn't get a good grade. You have this protection mechanism. I always have to overachieve. I always have to do something above and beyond. I always have to push myself. I always have to be perfect. I always have to push harder. And then you feel exhausted. Then you can't wait. Thank God it's Friday. Then, oh my God, I hate Mondays. Then, oh, I want just to go out, just to go clubbing, just to forget everything. Oh, give me this, give me that. You're not enjoying your life. You're sometimes maybe even miserable. You don't even know why. You're sitting there thinking, why? Some of the things that we are missing, sometimes the reasons why we don't know why, is because we have not been given what we needed when we were younger. If we've never been given appreciation, if we've never been given understanding, if we've never been given enough hugs, if we've never been given enough love, sometimes we may have the feeling something's missing, but I don't know what. You don't know what because you weren't given it. And because you weren't giving it, you don't know what that is. I've heard yesterday or the day before that we need at least 8 hugs a day to maintain ourselves, at least 4 hugs a day for survival, 12 hugs a day to at least start growing. The amount of people that live together, the amount of people that even have children, they don't hug them enough. And this is for adults. Now, where is that science behind whatever that may be? But do you know that you can hug yourself? Hug yourself. If you don't have anyone else, you can always hug yourself. Appreciate yourself. Work towards. Jump from sadness to happiness is not going to happen. What is your next logical step? What can you think that'll even for the slightest make you feel good? Even if you're watching this video, be proud of yourself. You're aligned now with something much better. You're aligned now even with just the information that you can get better for a reason. People that are not aligned with this information will not hear any of this, will not be in this video, will skip it, will not even hear what I'm saying. You're here, you're hearing me. Be proud. If for anything else, know you're going on a better path. Because if you weren't, you would not be here watching this video. There's always going to be, the thing is, you always have these little reminders around every corner, the messages that are sent. When we're not aligned with messages, when we don't see the messages because we're not aligned with messages, we think, no, there's nothing more. We don't recognize them. They can be right in front of us. We don't see them. You can maybe see at the time, I don't know, 19:19, 90 minutes past 19, or 11:11. That can also be a message. And people just see the time, go do something. Next time you see maybe a number that keeps repeating, it doesn't have to be 19:11:11, it can be 64, I don't know. But the number that just somehow, maybe you've noticed that goes on in your life, or that you keep seeing it, keeps appearing. Something is maybe, oh, now that you maybe said it, I have noticed this. Let's say if it's a number, put the number in Google, angel number, and you'll see what the message is about the number. I love playing with that. I love when I see certain numbers, something that is repeating. Okay, Google, this number, angel number. Let's see what the message is. Pay attention to messages. They say when we see leaves, feathers around us, when we see coins, it's like a message from an angel. I'm here. I'm here. You have no idea how many coins I see, how many coins I find. The amount of time I walk with my daughter and I'm like, there's a coin, there's a coin, there's a coin, there's a coin. The amount of coins she has now, God knows, there are stashes of coins everywhere. We just keep finding them. But that's what it is when you're aligned with certain things. And I just say thank you. Thank you for looking after us. Thank you for being there. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you. If I need anything from you, I need all I need to do is ask you. When you believe you deserve certain things, you'll get it. When you believe you don't deserve to be happy, you'll get it. When you believe you do deserve to be happy, you'll get it. You'll get whatever it is that you feel. You'll get whatever vibrationally are. You earn it with your attitude and with your mood. What is your attitude? What is your mood? If it's not serving you, change it. You want love in your life. You want to be happy in your life. You want to have peace in your life. How do you feel? What have you done to actually be in that good mood? Do you love yourself? Link down below. If you don't know how to, if you don't know where to start, if you don't know what it means, love yourself. Do you know how to love yourself? Do you love yourself? What do you think the vibration of, I don't love myself, but I want this, is going to get you? If you don't love yourself, you don't think you're deserving sometimes of the good things. Why would I deserve joy? Well, I had this happening to me. Obviously, I'm not deserving of this. My parents didn't love me. Well, why would I love myself? People can't give you what they don't have. People can't give you what they don't have. If your parents did not give you love, did not show you love, didn't know how to love you, it's because they didn't know how to do it, how to love themselves, how to appreciate themselves, how to love themselves, how to do that for themselves. Which again, it's nothing to do with you. Every time you see someone that is not treating you properly, you can say to yourself, that's them, not me. I deserve better. I don't know how I'm going to achieve this. How live to the universe sometimes. You can have visualization, what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be behaving, what will your new self going to be like. Sometimes you can even just avoid the how to in terms of specifically what's going to happen in your life. But practice the emotion, practice the attitude, practice the mood, practice the feeling. Practice the events that you're going to be doing, the actions that you're going to be making. If your new self were happy, successful, in love, at peace. Close your eyes. I'll step into her dimension in this moment. I'll step into her real or his reality, theirs reality in this moment. I'm not going to be in my reality, I'll be in theirs. Let's see how it feels. Let's see how they're doing. Let's see what they're doing, how they're behaving, how they're dressed. Do they have their shoulders up? Are they confident in themselves? How does that reality feel? Close your eyes, step into that reality. The more you practice your new reality, the reality that you want, that's going to become your reality. And your old one will just, go into the past. Your new one will be here. Practice the new reality. When I say to people, be happy, be joyous, and they're like, we don't know how that feels. Then do that. Sit down, tell yourself, I'm going into a new reality, a reality where everything is amazing, where all of the manifestations have come true. I feel such relief. I don't have to worry about finances. I'm not alone. I have a beautiful partner. I have amazing friends. I live in an amazing house, amazing wherever that may be for you. Everything is going well. You feel so relieved. You don't have to worry about things anymore. You're so relieved that everything is finally working out for you. You're so relieved that you realize that there is a happily ever after, that we deserve to be good, to live good, to experience all the goodness in our lives. But don't just practice a new reality once, feel it, leave it. 2-3 times a day, 10 times. You're supposed to feel good when you're doing this. If it's 5 minutes a day today, fine. The next day. The thing is, when you start feeling so good, you'll go into that new reality more often because you feel good. You're not going there because you lack something. You're going there because it makes you feel good. When you feel good, you get more things to feel good about. Now, what is going to be the name of this video? I'm not got a clue. Whatever I named it, I'm just hoping that you'll get this. So information is crucial. I already gave you the names where you can start, where to listen. You don't even have to buy books. Just join the library. There's a car alarm somewhere. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera. I'll have to see it later. Can you hear it or not? Information, practice, 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 implementation, never giving up, persistency. Be in the mood of when you think of that old self, of when you think of that self, even if it's now, that self that is sad, that is angry, that it's miserable, that is feeling low. Try and work on where it started, why it started, what is that in you that is that program, why is it created as a protection, as a role? There's a role behind that. It's not just there to punish you for no reason whatsoever. And then tell yourself, this is not who I am anymore. There are many ways how you can improve yourself. One of the ways that can be also very effective is when you hit the rock bottom and you say, you know what, I can't live like this anymore. I'm fed up with living like this. I'm fed up with not getting what I want. I'm fed up with not having my freedom. I'm fed up with feeling miserable, angry, sad constantly. I'm just fed up. There are these people that have also been fed up, practicing, trying to believe everything, believe that they could, practiced affirmations, EFT, the methods, listen to these people, inform themselves, practice more and more and more, and they actually achieved this. They didn't stop until it manifested. So I'm gonna just go for it, because at this moment, whatever I'm doing, it's just not working and I'm done. And that's how many stories begin. So wherever you are at this moment, you can always, even now, this emotion, what I've just said, was not happiness. This emotion was not joy. This emotion, what I've just said, was not peace. When you're fed up with the situation, that's not those high vibrational emotions. However, it's a good stepping point. It's still the higher vibration than where you were 2 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago. It's still something that can keep you driving, something that can keep you, even if it's just, in spite of it, I'll do it. Because even that emotion will not maybe get you as far, but if that's what you need to start, by all means start. Then practice everything, practice, practice. Then when you want to quit in a month, 2 weeks, 2 days, tell yourself, do I really want to go back to that? Do I really want to go back to feeling sad, feeling miserable, feeling angry constantly, nothing working out for me? No, I'll keep going. You have audio that changed my life from Abraham Hicks. Everything is always working out for me. That I've heard 9 years ago, maybe, something like that. Changed my life completely. Listen to it every single night. Not because I had to, not because I knew at the time what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know about any of this information. I didn't know that can be the way of creating your reality. I was just fed up with everything. And with that, I raised my vibration and accidentally, which because we know nothing is accidentally, I aligned with that audio. Everything is always working out for me. The music, the everything. How on earth did I click on this? How on earth did I? Because at the time we didn't have videos like today. We didn't have like spirituality, and now I'm listening to spirituality, and this is something that is connected to that. This was for me at a time completely random. Did not know any of this. Why on earth? I don't even know what I was watching. There was, on the side, recommended for you, clicked it for whatever reason. It started and I got hooked on it. And again, not because I knew anything about vibration, not because I knew anything about any of these things. Now imagine when you know. The more you know, the more you practice, okay, what am I feeling now? I'm manifesting that. I don't want to feel like that. What can I do even in this moment to make myself feel good? It can be even sitting down having a cup of coffee. It can be even taking a nap. What can I do in this moment to make myself feel better, to make myself feel good? What are the maybe hobbies that I have that whenever I do them, I feel amazing. I feel lighter. I feel like I could do this all day. Find something. Also implement affirmations. Also implement writing down what you want. Also repeat that forever. The more you manifest, and then when it starts manifesting, when it starts going, don't tell yourself, oh, this is too good to be truth. Oh, no. This is so good, then it must be truth. Then that becomes your new truth, but the new reality that you like, the truth that you like. When you reach all of that, when you manifest, when you feel joy, when you feel grateful, when you have peace, when you have this life, when you know who you are, even when someone else says lies, those are all lies, this is my truth, you'll say, yes, that's your truth. And I've been there. I have new truth now. Now, if you want to learn, this is why I have my channels, my profiles on Instagram, on TikTok, why I'm doing so many lives on TikTok, and I started on YouTube as well, and all these long videos and short videos. Awareness, power is in you, information, reminding you, and also, if you really want to work on yourself, here you go. Here you go. If you don't, if you think whatever you're doing is fine, fine. People that want to work on themselves, people who want to get better, will inform themselves, will implement themselves. And then all of these videos that I put out there, people can choose. People can choose whether they do want better lives, whether they don't. The decision is yours. I am telling you, you can have a better life. You can have the best, happiest life you can ever even imagine. The manifestations, getting things that you couldn't even consciously think of. But there was something in the past that the desire was launched, And now here is it in front of you. And sometimes you'll say, oh, I didn't even know I like this, but I actually do like this. You know, when we think, this will resonate with some of you. We think of a certain person. We see a picture of a certain person somewhere. And then we're like, oh, I forgot about that person. You haven't heard from this person in years. You haven't seen them in years. You forgot they existed maybe. And all of a sudden you thought of them. You saw them somewhere. You heard their name. You remember they are. And somehow, for whatever reason, they're not coming out of your head. And all of a sudden you meet them on the streets. All of a sudden you hear them. Maybe they texted you a message. You were maybe trying to find them on every social app possible. You couldn't. And all of a sudden, they were. The amount of the examples that we have of this. Now, some people say, well, that happens constantly. That's how you create things. That's how you create things. You have a vision in your mind, in yourself, what you want. Sometimes we even let it go. We think of a person, then we just like forget that we thought about that person. There they are. Sometimes we need to release that. That's manifestation. You manifested someone. We're all co-creators. All of us. We're co-creating together. You have confirmations in your life that you've manifested before already. Now consciously, with methods, with everything that you can learn here on my channel or with other people, like I said, if you need that scientific reasoning behind it, Dr. Joe Dispenza's books. Information, new mindset. Now I know how to do it better, how to make it better. I'll try this, I'll try that, I'll do this. When will I stop? I won't. I'll keep going, because even when you manifest what you want, there'll always be something else that you want to manifest, because you'll keep expanding. You won't be aligning with expansion more, and the next expansion and the next expansion and the next expansion in the best possible way. Because let's say you want money, you want to live comfortably, you want to be able to buy any house you want, any car you want to be able to buy yourself clothes, shoes, purses, your children, all the toys, the maybe bicycles, all the new gear, all the new telephones, whatever that may be. Then you get that. But then the next level maybe would have been, oh, I wish I have maybe even a couple of more millions on top of that, so I can help other people in need, so I can get them maybe what they need, so I can travel to certain places and make sure they have food, they have clothing, they have this. You can always expand more and more. I love Novak Djokovic, the things that they've done in Serbia. The new, you can always, with a lot of money, the more money that you have, the more money you can use it for the good things. The more schools, the more hospitals, the more you can always expand. You can always expand. Ask for more, receive more, give more. Ask for more, receive more, give more. Stay on that high flying this. Be in the state of joy the longest as possible, or the majority of the time in a day. No one says you're going to be happy every single second of the day. Forget that. No, when you go back to being sad, back to being angry, or even in the beginning, back to those old programs, tell yourself, this is not who I am anymore. This is not serving me now anymore. Maybe it used to, it's not now. I recognize these are my thoughts. These are my patterns. This is not who I am. It's something I just have in this moment. I'm not going to participate in it because it's not serving me. Let's focus on something that will be serving me. I'm really hoping this video helps you. It's another around 40-minute video. But I just always think, if I have this one sentence that'll click for you, just one thing that I can say: create your new reality. What is true is so different depending on different person. Create the truth that will be serving you. The new truth for you. Love you so much. See you next time, guys. Bye.